Hi, welcome Year 9. We're looking at options today. So what do these people have in common? Okay, so we've got Greta Thunberg, we've got Michael Jordan, we've got a former Prime Minister, we've got Mother Teresa, we've got Prince William. What have they all got in common? Well, they all studied geography. So I alone cannot change the world. I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples. Okay, how can GCSE geography help you, and what will we be studying in GCSE? Okay, so the Guardian view on geography is that it is a must-have for A-level. So there's articles in the Guardian saying it's all the rage, it's soaring in popularity, it's the subject for our times. Okay, and you cannot do A-level geography unless you've done GCSE. So if you're thinking of taking GCSE geography, that will enable you to take A-level geography in the future. Okay, GCSE geography is one of the most popular subjects, with over a third of pupils in England taking it. Geography is not only up to date and relevant, it's one of the most exciting and adventurous and valuable subjects to study at GCSE level. So important, in fact, that the Guardian newspaper in 2015 named geography as a must-have A-level to make sense of the world. Okay, geography marries together the world of hard scientific fact and process with human interaction and reaction. Okay, so let's see what we'll be studying when we do GCSE geography. Okay, Guardian also says that people who have geography degrees are the most employable, and also, according to statistics, the people who are unemployed, the lowest number of people who are unemployed are geography graduates, with only 4.8% of geography graduates not having a job after 6 months after graduation. Okay, so what kind of skills will GCSE geography teach you? So we do computer-based mapping, digital technologies, investigating issues in the real world, empathy, convincing others you are right, debating and arguing your point, critical analysis, boosting your memory, decision-making, interpreting photos, cartoons, diagrams, fieldwork, working with data, report writing, problem-solving, analysing articles, statistics and map skills. So we do a huge range of skills in geography. So even if you don't like one of them, there'll be something you do like, okay? It's very diverse when it comes to skills. We also have to do 2 days of field work. So so far we've gone to Epping Forest, and we have to do an urban field work, which we tend to do in central London. Okay, other skills that are important in the job market. This is what skills are important in 2020. Things like complex problem solving, critical thinking, creativity. All of those three we do plenty of in geography. So even if you don't want to do anything closely linked to geography for the future, the skills that you learn will help you in a vast array of careers. So, pupils who've studied geography have gone on to work in the following sectors: law, science, sales, business, environment, information technology, management, finance, banking, marketing, research, manufacturing, teaching, childcare, engineering and building, arts, design and media, town planning, working abroad, and many, many others. So because we teach you this range of skills, it leaves lots and lots of doors are still open in your career. Okay, so what will we study? So we study natural hazards. So are earthquakes the deadliest natural hazard? What if the UK was hit by a tsunami? We study something called urban issues and challenges. What if there was no countryside? Are cities in crisis? We look at particularly Lagos in Nigeria and London. Fieldwork. So as I mentioned, we have to go on 2 fieldwork trips. So we go to Epping Forest, where we study a river, and we go into central London, and we do go to Stratford, as this photo is showing. We do something called the living world and answer questions such as what would happen if all the rainforests were cut cut down? How do plants and animals survive here and in deserts and in polar regions? We do something called resource management. Are we running out of resources? What if all power was renewable? We answer questions looking into food, water, and energy, because all of those are resources that are finite. They will not, we don't have an endless supply, and one day they will run out. Physical landscapes, we look at coasts. Why are there millions of properties at risk of falling into the sea? How should we protect our coastlines? We look at rivers as well. Why do people live near rivers that flood? Why can rivers be so deadly? And we also, as this says, look at field work. We visit a river, and we do exactly what they do here. We measure the width, depth, speed of rivers, and look at flood defences as well. And finally, we look at something called the changing economic world. What jobs will there be in the future? How will new technology affect business and trade? So, 3 examinations at the end of year 11. So one is a physical geography test, the other is a human geography test, and the third is being assessed on what fieldwork we've done and something called decision-making exercise. And we're going to go through some frequently asked questions now. Is there coursework? There's no longer coursework in geography. What subjects does it go with? All of them really, but geography does go really well with science, maths, as well as humanities and language. It's very flexible in terms of what it can be combined with both at GCSE and A-level. So there is some longer extended writing questions like you might get in maths. Like you might get in history or English, but also there's lots of short questions where you analyze what's going on in a graph or define things. Okay. Does geography go well with triple science or statistics? Yes, so these are perfect combinations. Okay, there's lots of overlap between triple science and geography. Okay, and it goes really well with maths as well. Okay, am I good enough to do geography? Yes, you are. Are you interested in the subject and the world around you? This is really important. Are you a good all-rounder, or are you committed to work in areas that you might find difficult? Do you have good inquiry skills, and do you not mind working with numbers occasionally? So there is some things that will look like maths. You will have to do questions looking at means and medians and modes and working out percentages. So there are some parts of geography that are quite mathematical. Okay, so hopefully that's given you a good insight into what we do in GCSE geography. Good luck with your choices.